Royal shock. Princess Leonor in her new uniform. Spain can't believe it. Crown Ceuta and Melilla. Spain. Tradition. Majesty. The crown's timeless weight. But wait, Leonor changed everything. A new uniform. Not what anyone expected. Why would a future queen step into something so striking, so different, that Spain itself was left whispering in disbelief? And what does this reveal about the woman she is becoming, and the monarch she may one day be? To understand this shocking moment, we must return to where it all began, the girl born to wear a crown, and the path that destiny has never let her forget. Princess Leonor, heir to the Spanish throne, has lived under watchful eyes from the moment of her first cry. Every gesture, every smile, every appearance weighed not only by her family but by the nation itself. She has grown up in the gilded halls of Zarzuela Palace, under the guidance of her father, King Felipe VI, and her mother, Queen Letizia, the journalist-turned-queen whose sharp eye for discipline and detail shaped her daughter's path. But Leonor was never just another royal child. From the age of 8, when she read her first speech aloud, she was thrust into history. The monarchy needed her to be steady. Spain needed her to be flawless. And in the quiet corridors of the palace, her parents needed her to carry the hopes of a crown that had seen both glory and shadow. So why, now, did one uniform change ignite a storm of fascination and disbelief? Because this was not just clothing. This was identity. This was power. The moment Leonor appeared in her new military uniform, the image spread like wildfire. The future queen, no longer the shy princess in soft dresses, no longer the child at her father's side, but a commanding presence in navy blue and brass. The nation gasped, not because uniforms are unusual, but because Leonor wore it with a gravity and authority that felt final. It was as though Spain saw, for the first time, the queen she will one day be. But here lies the deeper story. Why this uniform? Why now? And what message did it carry, both for Spain and beyond? The answer begins with duty. Leonor has chosen a path unlike any heir before her. Following the footsteps of her father, she entered military training, rigorous, unrelenting, demanding. She has lived in barracks, marched in step, carried weight not symbolic, but real. While other royals in Europe leaned on ceremony, Leonor chose discipline. She did not just put on a uniform, she earned it. And that was Spain's shock. Not that she wore it, but that she looked as though it belonged to her more than a crown ever could. And yet, this is only the surface. Behind closed doors, palace whispers hint at tension. Queen Letizia, ever watchful, is said to support her daughter's bold embrace of strength. King Felipe, himself a soldier before a monarch, reportedly swells with pride. But among Spain's older generations, questions rise. Should a queen carry a sword? Should tradition bend so far? And if it does, what remains of the monarchy's timeless image? Still, Leonor's path continues to surprise. Her training was not just ceremonial, she endured the exhaustion of drills, the hunger of rationed days, the ache of early mornings in the cold. Cadets who stood beside her reported that she never demanded special treatment. If anything, she worked harder, as though she needed to prove herself worthy, not of the uniform, but of the crown. And this is where the curiosity deepens. Because Leonor's uniform is not just about Spain's military. It is about the role of monarchy itself in a modern world. Is she reshaping it into something leaner, sharper, more resilient? And what does that mean for her personal life, the love stories, the whispers of romance, the heart that beats beneath the brass buttons? Some say she has already caught the eyes of foreign royals, whispers tying her name with young princes across Europe. Others insist her focus is unshakably on her nation. But can a future queen truly separate love from duty? Or will her heart one day collide with her crown, forcing Spain into a decision as dramatic as any seen before? Every appearance of Leonor's in uniform raises these questions anew. The Spanish public, caught between admiration and awe, wonder if they are witnessing not just preparation but transformation. A girl into a leader. A daughter into a queen. A symbol into a sovereign. And so the loops of curiosity keep pulling us forward. If Leonor is willing to break expectations in uniform, what else is she prepared to change? If Spain is astonished now, how will it respond when she takes the throne? And if her uniform was the spark, what will be the fire? Because Spain has seen queens before. Queens of grace, queens of beauty, queens of diplomacy, but rarely has it seen a queen of command. Leonor in her new uniform did not simply wear fabric and medals. She wore the weight of history. She wore the promise of tomorrow. She wore Spain's future on her shoulders. And as the cameras clicked, as the world watched, a nation realized, this is no longer just a princess. This is the future sovereign, discipline in her stance, determination in her eyes. Spain couldn't believe it, but Spain will never forget it. Because that uniform was more than cloth. It was destiny, stitched in thread and sealed with courage. And the world has only just begun to see what Princess Leonor will become.